Hey, welcome back to another episode of My Cup is Full. Hey, before I get to any promo, any thank yous, we got a special guest in the building, decided to come back and grace her with her presence, and I'm so excited that she's here, man. Y'all please give it up for Tacarra one time. Make sure you always tune in to Totally Funny Kids, which she hosts. What? Killed that. Make sure y'all tune in. We'll put a link in the description. Tacarra, thank you for being here, dog. Listen, two things happened when you was on the show,
Okay,
right?
so
Two things happened. Rumors were swirling. Are they dating, right? And then the second one, niggas is in my DMs asking the same thing. Hey, bro, I don't even want to be disrespectful, but what's up with Cara? They gave you a nickname.
God.
What's up with Cara?
I like that nickname.
What's up with Cara?
Nothing's up with me. Life is just life. But I'm glad to be back.
Hey, man, you are so...
I'm so proud of you. This podcast is doing very well.
There will be Chris Brown meet and greets, like, style, you know what I mean? Esque, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pick nobody up because of my back, but if you want to, like...
If it's within reason.
I mean...
You know.
Yeah, if it's a reason, yeah. But we're not doing long pickups.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that, you know what I mean? And Chris charged $1,000.
Yeah.
What do you think what do you think my pick you up price should be?
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4", 240. What do you think?
So we got 6'4", 240.
Yeah.
That's a good pickup. You know, I would
What's
pay.
your charge?
I would pay. I don't know. What's Chris Brown's 1,000?
Chris is 1,000. Now look, I get it. He 1,000.
100.
Okay.
100 is good.
That's like what he gave his agent. You know what I mean? So
I mean, you got 10 women. You pick up 10 women. That's a G.
I'm with it. Now, how long do I have to pick them up to get the money?
We're just picking them up, taking a picture, and putting them down.
Ooh, this could be a thing, and it's $100.
$100.
You heard it here first.
And it could come with one of your T-shirts. You got a T-shirt, you get picked up, you get a picture, bam, you done.
For $100.
What you say? $100? Yeah, for $100.
Hey, Taylor's shaking her head, but Taylor, we just got something new,
$100.
dog. Listen, Chicago, we can't do the Atlanta show. The Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm so excited, I'm drooling. September 15th, we doing Chris Brown meet and greets. $100.
Chris Brown meet and greet
Esque.
In the nature of.
Yeah, my shirt not coming off.
Yeah.
I'm just picking you up and putting you back down.
Yeah, we're just taking a picture. And don't come pregnant because we're not going to do no.
That's an extra $200.
Maternity shoots with you.
Yeah. Don't come pregnant. It's good. That's good.
Don't come. Because, Chris Brown took a picture with women and they pregnant and they doing like a maternity shoot with him.
Yeah.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that.
Yeah.
But we will do Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, $100. And listen, this is going to be a thing. That's what's up. And we listen. Just regular photos, like just, that's what's up. Those are free. But if I have to grunt, right, to $100. And by the time I put you down in here, on my phone.
Notification better come through.
All right, thank you. So listen, while we're here, I want to talk about my marriage, right? Like I got married. Everybody know I got married in 2019. I was divorced in 2021, right? And everybody like, damn, that was quick. I was like, yeah, it's like the pandemic killed y'all. I was like, I never thought about it like that.
We have so much in common.
Dog. I never even thought about it like that. Like I was married during the pandemic and then I got divorced like during the pandemic.
I got married in 2022 and got divorced in 2022.
Oh, yes. Okay, boom. Mine, all right, so here's mine, right? So as we already talked about in another episode, brother dies 2017, May 30th. I get engaged 2018, right? And I feel like this episode ain't like to even bash her. I feel like not grieving properly cost me opportunities to see that we weren't compatible. At the time I lost my brother, she was right by my side, like there. Like, so it was like, I think that attachment was appreciated. And I was like, damn, she got my back. Bond. I learned what that was later, but yeah, because you know what I mean? So it was like, okay, cool. And it was like, when my brother died, it's like, all right, cool, she with me. And then, she was always with me then. Then it was like, yeah, so she was always with me. So I think that caused me to be like, oh, okay, cool. She's dope. All right, cool. But you with me, whatever. And then in my head, I was like, however you are, I can maybe, which is the wrong thing to do, I can show you ways to be like, let's say, have more fun. Or, I was trying to find ways in my head for us to be more compatible versus accepting that we probably not compatible.
What was it that made you say, I want a divorce? Because sometimes it's the same thing.
No, I was in premarital counseling the whole time. Like premarital counseling, then we got into counseling, as we were married, same counselor. And it was, a conversation that wasn't just out of nowhere. Like through therapy, we talked about it. Like, I think our issue is we're not compatible. And I don't even think that's really a fault of hers where I can blame her.
Yeah.
Because I didn't force her down
And you
the
didn't
aisle.
know that pre-marriage that you weren't compatible?
Nah, I think that I was like, we had issues, you know what I mean, that I feel like maybe I should slow the wedding down. I even said like, hey, I shouldn't. My boy was like, don't get married. I was like, I already spent $20,000 into this wedding. I'm not going to not give her.
Isn't that crazy that you become so focused on the amount of money that you spent as opposed to just peace? Like, we got to get married.
Or in the time, I didn't want to be a dude that was like, told this woman I'm going to marry her and then I'm not going to give you the wedding. To me would be the ultimate. Like, and I realized that's immature. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I blame myself because I could have made a better decision, you know what I mean, for me and her. Mm-hmm. But also I think not properly grieving, this is the results of what could happen.
Right. So you 20,000 in.
20,000 in, and we'll get to the wedding later, but like 20,000 in, having problems, like I say, immediately. You know what I mean? So in my head, I'm like, yo, I'm talking to my boy, I'm like, man, I don't know. But I'm like, he said, I don't think you should get married. Yeah. And he's married already. Mm-hmm. And he's been married for quite some time. He's like, I want you to be married. He goes, I don't think you should get married. Y'all aren't in a space married to get married right now. And I was like, well, I've already put 20,000 into this wedding. And he was like, so what? And at the time, look, I ain't gonna hold you. I had never put that much money into something. So I was like, I have to see this through. Like, I'm not gonna waste $20,000. But in retrospect, of course, now, right? So we having, problems. We move her out here. And you know what it was? I'll be honest with you. I think our issue was we long distance dated. And I think people seem great in 20-minute interviews over like a FaceTime versus spending a lot of quality time with each other.
Yeah, because I don't like you.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Why you eat like that?
Yeah.
Why you know what I mean? Eat like, close your mouth.
Yeah. It was, yeah.
You just not gonna, it's one dish. You can't wash your one dish that's in the sink.
Yeah. I think that's the downside of like I've done it twice. Long distance dating, I wouldn't do it again. Mm-hmm. And this is why. It's like long distance dating is fun because you always feel like you're in this fun phase because you're never around the person. So it's this falsified sense of reality because it's like that Love is Blind dumbass show to me. It's like you fall in love through a wall. Mm-hmm. You fall in love through a screen, really and you see them probably maybe once, twice a month. Maybe you see them 2 or 3 times a month. But that's different than like courting somebody and seeing them like weekly.
I've long distance dated and I had a great time on the phone, FaceTime, fall asleep. But when they get around me, I don't like you around me. I don't like your mannerisms or, maybe physically you.
And you didn't get a chance to see that. Up front, you may have gotten a vibe off that. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I think our issue was like, I don't think we were compatible. And I think now, like, I wish the best for her, right? Like, I think when she meets her next husband, I don't even know if she's married. I don't think she is because my name is still, on her thing. But I feel like she meets her next husband, she'll see that nigga's compatible.
What it's supposed to feel like.
It's what it's supposed to. So it's like, maybe you even be like, I get it. Mm-hmm. At the time, I think, you hurt and you upset. You know what I mean? But at the time, it's like we weren't compatible. And like, I think we were two people that for different reasons wanted to see the marriage through. For me, it was like, all right, I put money into this and I don't really believe in divorce. All right, cool. And then it was just getting...
I put money in this and I don't believe in divorce. I want a divorce.
But it got to a point where I would feel bad. I remember being like, damn, like when I was talking about divorce, I was like, damn, I never wanted to be a divorced dude. That's not I never wanted to do that.
But I'm sorry to cut. What's crazy is that nobody wants to get a divorce, right? And I know there's so many people, my friends, they be like, I'm never getting a divorce. I'm never getting a divorce. It's for life or death, or that's your husband and that's your wife. And people will stick and hold strong to that. But for me, it's always to what extent?
Yeah.
Like once my mental health starts to become just soon as I feel like I'm losing my mind, I can't. Because once you lose your mind, you can't get that back.
Yeah.
And once I started thinking, sometimes you just have bad thoughts and you be like, I'm not supposed to be thinking stuff like this. And when I have people around me that's always like, you're married, you could have worked it out, you could have figured it out. To what extent am I supposed to go in this marriage till I lose my mind?
Mm-hmm. We were in a space where we weren't.
You don't even want to be home.
Yeah, dog. We were in a space where we weren't.
Do that.
Dog, I would come in the house and it would be like, it'd be like night and day from what the public would think. Let's say like a Facebook or pictures or being out. Because but inside the home, it's like dark. I walk in the house, it's dark. She sit on the couch, she watch her Law and Order at the couch. I sit on the other couch when it comes to next to me. type energy, right?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Always dark, shit like that, right? And it was like over time, I was like, damn. And then here's you ready? I was gonna do this another episode, but I'll talk about it right now. Here's one of the reasons you think too. It's like, yeah, I'm unhappy. Yeah, this feels wild, right? Like, damn, this is not what I thought it was gonna be. Our compatibility, all this shit. But you like, I gotta work this out because I want to start a family.
And
if
you old as shit.
right, and if I don't,
Okay.
if this don't work out, like, damn, am I sacrificing a family? And then in my head, I was talking to like therapists too. It's like, damn, it's like that's not a reason to stay.
It's not, because the person who don't want to sit next to you, the person who y'all really don't communicate, what's the relationship gonna be like with a kid?
Yeah. And I remember thinking towards the end of it, like when I knew we were, like we had talked about it, we had talked about it in counseling, and we talked about it, stuff like that. And then I remember thinking, and it's gonna sound wild, but I remember when I knew, I kind of had a feeling like, man, this ain't really working. We stopped having sex as much, right? And that was on my part on purpose because
The penis.
yeah, and not to be funny,
I'm not
but
gonna get no penis. That's the least you're gonna give me is some penis. Now don't touch me after and go over there. But bring the penis back every other day.
this is what this old black lady told me. She said,
I'm not gonna not get penis.
yeah.
I'm not gonna not get penis. I don't care. We don't have to eat together at the table. I don't give a shit what time you come in, but you're gonna give me some goddamn penis today, okay? That's the least you're gonna do. You see this ring? This mean unlimited penis, okay? From you. I'm not gonna not get penis. I can't do it. I want it. I don't even like you, but can you come here real fast?
Now,
It's
look,
gonna be real fast.
we did it,
It's
right?
gonna be real quick. I promise you're gonna be quick.
But my mindset was this, right? I was like, I don't want her to end up pregnant, and now we forced to stay together to raise a child, and we not even here, right? And I remember like, what? You know, I was like, no, it's just because we not, you know.
You ain't gonna tell me that. You ain't finna tell me, I just don't want to get you pregnant. Well, maybe. Hurry up. Like, I don't even like you. Bring me the penis on the plate. Bring it here. What are you talking for? Why are we talking? Why is there conversation? Hey, Siri, play music. Like, why is there conversation?
Dog.
What's the penis?
So here's why, like, here's why I got divorced. I was talking about this in my stand-up, but I'll talk about it too. It's like, my mom her and my mom didn't get along. Right, they wouldn't
That's
get
a
along.
big red flag.
Right, and so my mom peeped something. Right, like again, like I'm not a Facebook person. Online, I got to be like, okay, she'll hit me. You gotta post today on Instagram. I'm like, okay, cool.
Who would tell you that?
Taylor tells me now, like, make sure you post because online it's like it's new to me. Still, like, okay, I got to do all this shit. Right, she liked online, like pictures, all this stuff. So the wedding, the wedding was, we get to the wedding. All the pictures and stuff in the house, in the home, nothing reflects our marriage.
This is so triggering for me. It's triggering because, I got, one of the reasons I got divorced was because I wanted to be happy in real life. And on social media, we just seemed like we were so happy. We seemed like we was just so well put together. We were the perfect couple. But in real life, I was losing my fucking mind. And one day I woke up and I was like looking on social media and I'm just scrolling through Instagram and I'm looking at our pictures and I'm like, we look so happy, but I'm miserable at home. And then that's when I was just like, I want to be happy in real life. Like, I don't want to be caught up in this social media facade of we got this perfect marriage, but in real life, you don't even want to sit next to me.
Oh, dog. And then we got to a point where my mom came to visit. I remember before my mom got sick, she came to visit and
I like your mama.
I appreciate that, mama.
Okay.
All the stuff, like pictures was on the floor, like our wedding photos, all the gifts, like on the floor with like clothes and stuff stacked, like not even, and I would mention, hey, we should start hanging this stuff up. I was like, we get type energy. So then my mom, people say, hey, why is all the stuff on the floor? It's like you care about posting it online, but you don't want to, you just got this shit on the floor like you don't give
That's
a
a woman's
shit.
pride. Her wedding photos, you coming over to her house?
So then,
Yes.
of course, we taking my mom to the airport.
She ain't get no penis and she got pictures on.
We this is before the no penis though. We take her to the airport. My mom's to the airport. On the way back, she's like, "Yo, mom, talking to me crazy, talking to me like this." Da da da. I said, "Hey, she asked you a question about the pictures. Which one? I'll talk to her about it. You know what I mean? If she was rude to you, I'll talk to her. Like, but she was asking you a question about the pictures. She was like, yeah, da 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 da. Right? Brings it up in therapy. The therapist is like, well, this is light work. I think you should just talk to his mom and like y'all should just handle this. I'll give you like a week. We'll talk about it. What you should say. Then call her. All this shit. Right? So
But
then,
what did she do wrong?
she was upset about her telling her that the picture's on the floor.
I'm asking, what did your mother do wrong?
That to her, that was the way she said it was like, why she even type energy.
Why they on the floor?
So look, so then, like, you know, therapy, they'll give you homework. They'll be like, hey, by Tuesday, I need you to call her because we meet on Wednesday and just tell me how it went, da-da-da, right? Then she would always like, not do it. Cool. My mama's birthday coming up, right? And I was like, hey, you gonna call my mama, wish her happy birthday? And she said, dog, she goes, I don't know. I got to talk to her because I ain't like the last way she talked to me.
But that's what she did it like?
And so I was like, oh, that's crazy. Because in my crazy mind, I was like, oh, you think my mama your hand? Are you hitting my mama? This is crazy, right? And I was like, what? And she was like, I'm just saying. And I was like, I just like pinned it. Like, all right, cool. Like, I ain't like that, right? I was like, okay, cool, right? Go through therapy, cool. He still like, have you talked to his mom? Da-da-da, nothing. My mom get cancer, right? Mom get cancer, right? And she beat it. Okay, cool. She get cancer again, right? And it's like, yo, I go home, right? Now, mind you, everybody know brother did, dad did. I go home. It's around pandemic. She got cancer. It's when you can't really move nothing. I'm like, yo, it's around Christmas time. I'm like, hey, can you come out here? You know what I mean? She got family like down South Texas. I was like, can you come out here from, you know, Christmas, you know, 2 days before Christmas and leave on like the 4th and you go see your family? She was like, well, I got family too I need to see. I'll stay with you for like 2 days. And I was like, yeah, but I kind of need you right now, right? And she was like, I understand that, but I have family too. You know, I lost my family. Like 2 weeks ago, I lost somebody in my family. I said, I know, and I tried to fly you to the funeral, and you didn't want to go. You said for whatever you didn't want to go. I said, but can you be here? Well, I got family too. And I was like, all right.
But I'm your husband.
Hold on. I say, this is what you said. Everybody like, what's the moment? Dog, hand the guy, nigga goes, excuse me. She goes, I said, hey, man, I need you here. She was like, well, I lost family too. You act like you don't know what it's like to lose somebody. And I said, what? And I said, hey, I look at my brother through a picture frame every day, nigga. My dad did the same picture. I said, what you mean? I said, don't worry about it. Boom. But I already bought our ticket to come, right? Hold on. So she didn't get on. So then I say, don't worry about it. When you come here, just go to your families. When you land, I got you the ticket. Go to your families. I'll holler at you after the holidays, and we'll resume. So then, boom. She doesn't get on the plane, right? She's like, I'm not getting on the plane. She doesn't get on the plane. Then gets on Facebook and goes, have a great Christmas. I wish I could be around my family on Facebook, right? And I hit her. I was like, you have a ticket to come home. I'm not getting on the plane. Da-da-da. Okay, cool. No worries. 2 days later, I talk to the therapist, right? I tell him everything. He was like, that's when he told me, hey, man, I don't promote divorce, right? But
It's time.
make it easier in the process of getting divorced because divorce is hard, that's what he said. So, boom. Then I go to a lawyer. Old black woman, always in my life. They're in every story I tell. The old lawyer, dog, she like in her 60s, friend of the family type shit. Somebody probably known me since I was a baby that I never met in my life. Right? She say, sit down. So she you know, doing all this paperwork. She's like, what's going on? You want a divorce? How long you been married? Year and a half. What's going on? Right? I tell her everything about, you know, things like, Then I tell her about the mom. She was like, you don't have any children with her? I was like, nah, I actually kind of cut off the penis because I didn't want her to get pregnant. And then she said,
pregnant.
She said, oh, that was so smart.
5 times.
She said, most people would.
You gonna give me some penis. Bring me some joy.
I talked to her and she was like, I know it's difficult. She goes, but, you know, even if I don't do you a divorce, because you got married in California and we're in Texas. No, you got married in Texas, you could do that. She's like, but I would definitely get a divorce. And she, you know, walked me through it. And then, boom, now we headed towards divorce. And I let her know, hey, we getting a divorce.
But why, like, as a woman, like, you guys didn't discuss this in therapy, like, because I'm hearing everything that you're saying, but just as a woman, I'm just thinking she didn't see anything wrong with, and maybe she did, but she didn't feel like, was she surprised when you were like,
when I said I want a divorce, she came home the next day. Didn't get on the plane I got her, the ticket I got her, to come see me when I needed you, right? You're not going to come. You're going to be with me 2 days. Now, mind you, again, my mind and all the anxiety and shit, yeah, it's the height of it, dog. Like, my mother has cancer, nigga. You my wife. And you telling me, like, y'all, whatever y'all got, you won't put aside to come be with me.
Over some pictures.
Because you won't even be with me in this moment. And then you going to say some shit like, you don't know what it's like to lose somebody. Now, I know now she'll be like, I didn't mean it like that or whatever. Mm-hmm. But in the moment, nigga, it's like, really? And like, my thing was like, I need someone, and my wife ain't here.
And my wife don't want to. Oh, yeah.
Boom. So then I say over FaceTime, hey, man, I love you. This ain't working out. We're going to get a divorce, right? What? You going to tell me over? Dog, you know what's funny? Not funny? My boy, before I did this, I hit my boy. He said, listen, I've been through divorce. These are stages. It's going to go like this. You're going to tell her, it's going to be shock. She's going to hang up the phone on you. You're going to call again. It's going to go through hurt, pain, right?
Anger.
Then it's going to go anger, fuck you, like a revengeful state. It was good. This is the process. He said, call me after. I said, I'm going to call her. You're going to call me back in like 2 minutes. He said, trust me. I call her, let her know. She hangs up the phone. Call him. Call her. She hung up on me. She's called back. Give her like 5 minutes, right? Same thing. She flies out the next day, which pissed me off more because you wasted the ticket money I already got. You didn't want to come. Then you fly out. Now it's you giving packages to my mom of like care packages of like things. And look, I don't think she's an evil person, right? But I think compatibility is an issue because I feel like if we were compatible, certain things would just be like, I want to do this. Yeah. I want to do that.
I'm on my way.
Yeah, all that. So I think that I've, bigger issue with the divorce is like, for me was like regaining my footing. Does that make sense? Like going from somebody married to like single, but not. And then it's like, I cared a little bit about people's perception. Like, damn, his marriage didn't last that long. I cared about it. And I was like, damn. And the wedding was fun, but the wedding was like big. People came. It was a thing. Like, you know what I mean? And you had this big ass wedding, and then a year and a half later, it was like I felt embarrassed. Really, I think that's what I'm like searching for. Yeah. Right. Embarrassed, and it was like, damn, what I do? You know what I mean?
What are people gonna say? And then you just learn not to care.
Yeah. Eventually, it's like you want your peace, and I understand my peace, and God do. And then it's like I gotta rely on that because if I cared about all these people's perceptions, because the first thing people say when you're a man, and you say you got divorced, what you do?
Yeah, but my question is, when did y'all try after when she came to you? Was there a conversation? Was she like, no, I don't want to get divorced? Was she like, we could work it out? Mm-hmm. Did you guys try to work it out and still ultimately ended in a divorce? Or was you just like, no, I don't want to try none of that. I'm done.
She came. We talked several times. She did not want to get a divorce. I ultimately made a decision that we're gonna get a divorce. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's tough. Mm-hmm. It's tough because you don't want to feel like you failed.
Right, and I think that. And
then you went from a husband to now. That's hard for me even now. Just trying to date, it's like I'm not a girlfriend. Like that sounds weird.
Dog, you ready for this? Not to be funny, I love being a husband.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. I enjoy being a wife.
Like if I had to cook for her, like I like pride on my hand. You feel me? I'm married.
Yeah, I'm a husband. I got husband shit to do.
Dog. Even though you come inside and it's like darkness or whatever, it's like, all right, cool. You know what it was why I made my final decision? I felt like
you made a lot of final decisions.
Yeah, when you asked, you were like, did we try to work it out afterwards?
Yeah.
Or did that question? To me, I've been trying so long through this whole process since we've been engaged to like now this straw is like, oh, this is who you are, this is who I am. It's cool now.
Yeah.
Like we just don't need to be together.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, because I'm sure she felt a bit of, embarrassment too, because, she got this husband and he does this and, you guys look like this together and blah, blah, blah. And now it's like, it didn't work. And then the hard part about speculation from the outside world is who they gonna blame? Because they gonna blame somebody.
Me, yeah.
You got your ride or dies who like, no, it's her fault, and she got her ride or dies. It's like, no, it's, your fault or whoever's fault. And it's just, but I mean, I'm glad you chose your peace. And I'm glad are you guys still cordial? You guys still?
It's funny. People ask me, I wish the best for Mama. I haven't seen her or talked to her in years. Like I literally hope she's doing well. Like I don't bash her. You know what I mean? Like my stand up, I said something in my stand up. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it does no good to like bash her because I feel like
because you were both each other's first marriage, right?
Yes, and it's like I'm not saying I was perfect. She was perfect, but I think ultimately I made the right decision for both of us that we shouldn't be together. And I hope that she does. I hope she's doing well. You know what I mean? And all that jazz.
How long it took to get divorced?
Good question. Here's what, you know what it is? Boom.
I got mine in 6 months. Both times. I don't play no games.
See, this part triggering for me. This part triggering for me.
6 months. Get out of here.
Because my boy taught me this. it's immature of me through a divorce process to
Leave the
hope
penis
somebody
on
is
tape.
going to be like
cordial. Yep.
and professional.
Yep.
It's immature of me to think that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have kids and we didn't have any property, we could have went through a mediation and that would have been done. It could have been divorced in a month, Tacarra.
That's what I did. 30 days.
Could have been divorced in a month.
That's what I did.
But this is the only thing that made me angry about it.
I don't want to tell you the truth.
Now I'm not angry with her. It's
might
like
see
before I
this.
was like mad. I was like, damn, like, why are you doing this? You know what I mean? Like we could literally just be divorced. Right. So it took a year and a half probably. I served her in 2021. My divorce became final in like 2022. No way it should have took that long.
No, I served in November of 2022, divorced final.
It's
June.
crazy, like, you know, the dates. I served April of 2021.
June 2023, divorce is final 6 months.
I remember my lawyer hit me and said, it's final, it's done. I said, so I always hit my lawyer, we came cool. I was like, can I date now? Or is that like, like I've served her. She's like, no, once you serve somebody, you technically can date. Just let them know that you're going through a divorce. Okay, cool. Like, but no, this
Not
isn't
can
like,
I date? Can I go back outside?
Because I lost my confidence
Can I
in that
legally
marriage,
go back
dog.
outside?
I lost my confidence, to be honest with you, because like, you go from like a woman don't really touch you, don't really sit next to you. It's like all these things don't really laugh at me.
And now look at you, holes in the walls, shit broken. Look at you. You came back stronger than ever, Sydney. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. Look at you.
Tacarra, though, like
Look at you.
a dude that was confident, when I tell you, lost my confidence, dog, like would look at my body, would look at me and just be
What
like,
PlayStation? Not the broke one. What confidence? Came back stronger than ever. Thank you, ma'am.
Hey.
He needed this.
dog, people was used to flirt me after my marriage. I was like, this is crazy. Because I saw them like, damn, this woman never. But yeah. Got my confidence back, though.
Because you a husband. Like, women like to know that somebody married you. Somebody said yes. Somebody married you. Somebody stood in front of God and said that they're going to be with you forever. You are a husband. Women like the idea that you can be a husband. And then you're the one who filed for the divorce.
Yeah.
That's even stronger for women. Women like, oh, so, okay.
Well, yeah, you
Look
know
at
what's
you
funny?
out here. Look
You
at you.
playing, but like
Look at you.
women were really on some like I could tell like the fact that I was married, like it was like an ab. You know what I mean? The fact that I had a wedding and like he did all that was like, okay, more muscles. It was like they saw that, I feel like.
That's how it is. Like even with me, like I was, when I got divorced and I came back into the dating world, I thought it was gonna be so negative because people would be like, oh my gosh, she was married twice. And people would be so negative, like, oh my God, you was married twice, and I was so scared. But then eventually I started hearing, yeah, but you was somebody's wife twice?
That's amazing.
2 men sought you out to be a wife? Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah.
Now, if you ain't never been married and you in your 40s, I'm gonna be like, damn, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I knocked that out. You know what I mean? I got one
but
down.
you've been married twice? Man, look at you. You got muscles.
People always be like, would I get married again? And I'd be like, I would. But here's the thing. I didn't lose nothing like that, like property or whatever, like financially,
neither.
I wasn't crippled. And I think men who get crippled or people who get crippled in marriages will be like, I would never do that again. Because it's like, I loved you at one point. We loved each other. And now we don't love you. Now we're not making it. And I'm losing assets behind it. You know what I mean? Now, within reason, I understand. But
that's why I keep
but it
saying
never happened
love
to me.
is a business transaction. And people, not love, marriage. And people get mad at me for that. And I'm like, you're not getting married to somebody. I married him because I love him. No, you marry him for the benefits. You marry him because you need insurance. You marry him, it's a transaction. But a lot of people don't understand that because they don't have anything to lose.
Yeah.
So love, you marry for love, and you think it's for love until you got some shit to lose.
Yeah.
And then you like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I got to give who, what, where?
Man, hold on. I talk my shit, though. I'll be like, I'm a courthouse dude.
Why you need to know what's in my savings?
Yeah, dog.
Why you need to know what's in my checking? Who wants spousal what? You want me to pay you money for being a piece of shit?
You ready for this? I'll tell you.
I'll tell you.
Now listen,
give me the secret.
She had a lawyer at first, right? And the way it was taking so long, her lawyer was like talking to my lawyer like almost like, I don't know what's taking so long. She got another lawyer. And that lawyer had to tell her, you're not getting anything. Like, this is ridiculous. Even like, I don't know if your purpose is holding this as money, you're not getting it because y'all weren't married but for 15 minutes and you don't you can't say you're accustomed to anything, you worked or whatever. So it's like, what are we doing? And then finally, it was like, well, he can't talk about me in anything he does. And my lawyer said,
You can't do
well,
that.
he could talk about any experience that he had. And if you were including experience, he could talk about it. He just won't say your name. I was like, but I know it was more out of pettiness to make me wait a year and a half.
Listen, I will never do that business transaction again.
You will never get married again.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you don't think so. You fall in love with somebody and...
But fall in love with somebody mean I gotta be around them.
But listen. You want to be around them all the time.
I know what it feels like. I know that that feeling of butterflies in your stomach, and I
Oh,
can't wait to talk
and this
to you.
person take the weight off all the things that you've never been able to have someone take the weight off for you. He takes the weight off in whatever capacity that is. He takes the weight off.
Yeah. Am I gonna get the penis?
Yeah, just
No, I'm joking. Where's the penis during the tough times? No, I think I thoroughly do enjoy the idea of getting married again, but there's a fear for me because I did it twice, and I just don't know. I don't know. It'd have to be a guy. It'd have to be he gotta be, he gotta be that, excuse my language, he gotta be that nigga. He gotta come through like a savior, and for me it's a little different because I have, I got a 10-year-old. So now are you a good father figure? Because, her dad passed. So now I'm genuinely, when I'm looking to date, I'm honest. Like I have a 10-year-old, her dad passed away. I need a father figure. I grew up with my dad. He grew up with his dad. He grew up with his grandparents. I grew up with my grandparents. So we both knew the importance of having a male figure around just for a kid in general. And that's hard for me because I'm literally looking for, for more so, for us, but just it's really important that you can be a dad because she needs a male figure. I'm a daddy's girl. Very hardcore daddy's girl. And I love that for myself. And my sisters are daddy's girls. And I just want her to have a male role model to teach her the importance of what men are here for. I don't want her to grow up in this, I don't need a man for nothing. No, I need her to understand why men are men. So dating for me is different. And when I get married again, I don't even be going outside. Like, I be giving guys 30 days. If you get my number and you don't plan no date and nothing within the 30 days, I'm blocking you. So if you're watching this and you like, oh, my phone is off. It's not. My phone works fine.
You know what's going to happen?
My phone is off for you.
The comments are going to go like, if you give me my number, I'll call in 10 seconds. I'll call in a minute. I don't know what's wrong with Buddy. If people was coming to me in the comments, I don't know what's wrong with Sydney. I don't understand how this beautiful black woman is talking across from him and he not picking up nothing. She dropping down. Like, Sydney, you got the number? Have you called her in 30 days? Your comments finna go crazy. The comments are going to go crazy.
I was asking if you had a rule, but you don't need to have that rule. But women, we have to have that rule because if not, a man will just be talking to us for 6-7 months. I don't got time for that. You got 30 days to plan a date. And it don't have to be dinner. It could be hiking. We can go get ice cream. We can go paint clay or, I don't know, we can go for a walk. I like walking. I like talking. But...
You know what's a fun date I did? Virtual VR.
Yes. Oh, that's fun.
I never did it. That shit. And I was like on some like, okay, this should be fun. Virtual view, you put the thing on, you get strapped up. That shit was so much fun, dog. I had a good time.
You know what I had a good time? An escape room. Stuck in there.
I've done that for work, like for a show. I had to be on a escape room. I didn't want to tell you I didn't like it.
When I tell you neither one of us knew how to get out.
Because it'll be like, and the wall will move. You're like, hey man, get me out this room, dog, or I break something.
When I tell you, I know they was watching us on camera laugh so hard. I was like, why does that? That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. That's not going to work. And it didn't work. And we had such a good time. And then I seen him eat.
And eating did it for you.
Close your mouth.
Well, if he was hungry.
But just close your mouth.
And so you know what? I need more of that. Because you made a decision, just you didn't like it and you got out. I'll be like, I could teach her how to eat, brother.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. not at this big age. We have big ages right now.
I can teach her how to close her mouth when she eat.
He been eating like this for 46 years. He ain't finna change the way he chew because of me. And now if we get into a disagreement and he mad at me, he gonna chew harder on purpose because he know what's going to... It was the way he chewed, and I didn't like that.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Because then I'm going to get into the wedding. My question for you is does it work like this for like women who are divorced? Me being divorced, when I go on a date, and they find I'm divorced, the first question is like, why would you get divorced? Why'd you get divorced? And I believe for a first date that's out of pocket, I'll be feeling like we should talk and then see if I even like you. And then if I decide I like you on the second date, let's open it up to that dialogue. But let me just see if I even like you. Because what if I want to know that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a conversation starter. If somebody says, a normal question to ask on a first date is, are you married? No. Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Yes. That's going to spark a conversation.
You don't get a divorce.
Have you ever been divorced? Yes, I have been divorced. Oh, okay. Do you mind sharing why? If not, we don't have to.
Boom, that's okay. Cool. And even the question you asked was cool. But I think getting into the specifics right away on the first date weird for me. Like, why'd you get divorced? Did you divorce her? She divorced you? I filed for divorce. Well, what made you file for the divorce from her?
We want to know.
On a first date?
I'm
hungry. My stomach growling.
I'm a comic.
And I'm on court.
We're too busy laughing on the first date. We don't get into this.
Yeah.
But if I did ask, because it's not normal for a man to divorce a woman. That's not, statistically, that just doesn't happen. So when it does happen, it's like an anomaly. People were like, you divorced her? Well, damn, what did she do? Women are built up to be princesses and to be perfect, and we're not supposed to do anything wrong. So when a man says, I tapped out, all women want to know why.
But I feel like I respect that, right? I feel like it opens it up for judgment, or it opens it up for like you're deciding whether my decision was accurate for you.
But that's with anything. That's with any conversation you have. Why you ain't got no kids? That's judgment.
Yeah.
So anything can be, somebody can become biased toward, because they can say, oh, you divorced? Yeah, I'm divorced. So you was married and you got divorced? Yeah, okay. Even if they don't ask you why. You got kids? No. You were married and didn't have no kids? No. It don't matter. Like, they gon', you got.
Well, why you ain't no kids?
Yeah, because they bad.
Then that's when the dates be awful. Now we spend the whole day on an interview versus going to do some VR fun shit.
But it is. But that's why you got to pick the date.
Good point. First date, do fun shit. If you
stop going to dinner.
Yeah.
Eat in the house, bitch.
Yeah.
Eat at home.
You can do pottery. You can do go cooking classes. Museums is good.
I like hiking. I mean, I don't like hiking, but I don't mind. Not even just going for like a walk around the track, and then after we go get some Jamba Juice. But the walk around the track, we talking.
Yeah.
Now you gonna be like, why you breathing so hard? Like, I'm like, just give me a second, let me catch.
That's funny. Or go to like Catalina and bar hop.
Oh, I never did that, but I want to.
Yeah, Catalina is like go to Long Beach, the 45-minute ferry, and I
want to do that.
It's all restaurants. You been to Catalina?
No, I've never. You've been?
Yeah.
I want to go.
It's dope. Yeah, I took my ex-wife there.
Somebody take me. Somebody. Well, forget it.
See, comments. Sydney, she just opened the door. Why didn't you backflip through it? In the comments, I'll take it. You want to go to Japan? We can go to Hawaii.
I want to go to Disneyland. That's where I want to go.
Why?
Because I want the experience of Disneyland as an adult. It's a whole nother side for the adults.
No, tell me.
I want to go. I want to be drunk with Mickey Mouse
ears
on.
You don't know man that ever hypes those boy. Hey, Dom, what? I'm finna take my girl to Disneyland. Yeah.
It's a good time.
I'm finna hit that thing overlooking Mickey Mouse.
Because, Disneyland and Disney World, it's like a child's dream. And for people in their adulthood, they've never been.
I've never been. Yeah.
So to go, it's like you're fulfilling a childhood dream that you don't even realize you even really wanted to do until you get there. And then you're just having a good time. And
that's in Florida, right?
No, they have a Disneyland here.
Oh, I've been to Disneyland. I'm thinking about the bigger one.
Disney World?
I want to go there.
I've never been to Disney World. I've been to Disneyland. I've taken my daughter to Disneyland.
I kept thinking you talking about Disney
Either
World.
I want to go to Knott's Berry Farm. I don't care. I like rides. I want to get on a ride. I want to go to Six Flags,
Dog, now I'm thinking comment style. Nigga, she's telling you to take her to Six Flags. I can't do roller coasters. You know what I like, though?
I do.
I like theme parks. Like amusement parks. I like to play the games. I like to win something.
Okay.
That's my shit. I will go on a date just to try to win. Like Santa Monica or Venice, they could do that. You can win shit.
Yes.
I like that shit.
We go to a water park. I like water parks.
I can't swim.
Oh, but you don't have to. You can
I look like
up.
a chaperone.
You can stand up.
And who wants to go do that, right? Who wants to go to a pool to stand up?
Because I mean, if you feel like you're drowning, it's 3 feet of water. Just stand up.
Oh, okay. Well, I could do that. Yeah. I thought you meant like don't laugh. I thought you meant like I'm gonna be over here standing up like the nigga who can't swim, and y'all over here doing the backflip.
Yeah, no. But I want to do fun stuff. So dating is just I don't know. Are you having a hard? Well, I don't want to ask you. We had that conversation last time I was here about how your dating going.
You know what it is?
Is it going any better now? Or have you started dating again? Or are you still like, I have trauma.
I'm withholding penis to God.
This is trauma from nobody. Like, even if nobody give it to, he just ain't giving it to y'all. Nobody gets it. You see what you did, girl? You messed it up for everybody.
It's less of a podcast and more real life conversations with Sydney Castillo. Look, time is of the essence. I found out the hard way. Started a podcast cause I got a whole lot to say. Dealing with this anxiety got me moving different. Whole life I knew something was off. I knew I wasn't tripping. My pop's gone. Every day I swear I miss him. My brother gone too, and every day I miss him. Nowadays I got more questions than answers. My mom, my hero, I just watched her beat cancer. And family matters, that's a real fact, homie. But I got family that stole 50 racks from me. My ex told me that she loved me, but when we broke up, I came home. The whole crib was broke up. Bro, I've been dealing with so much. Every day I'm trying meditation, and the doctor's telling me to try this medication. Honestly, I don't know what to do. I'm starting to overflow, homie. My cup is full. My cup is full. It's more than a podcast, bruh. My cup is full. Stimulating combos make it uncomfortable, but we gon' talk about it all, cause my cup is full. My cup is full, yeah, my cup is full. It's more than a podcast, bruh. My cup is full. Stimulate